And that is just about it for us for today. Started off in the light and in changeable conditions. It was a decision for the drivers on whether to go out at all or whether to go out on slicks or intermediates for those who had the opportunity. The weather was not really playing very fair as darkness fell and the sun dropped down to the east of the circuit. The weather got progressively worse to the point where there was about an hour in full darkness where very few cars were going out onto the Nürburgring. The problem was just getting temperature in the tyres, particularly the front tyres. We had a bit of argy-bargy between the BMWs in the shell colours, including, I saw somebody calling it Das Boot, because it's got a big boot. Not quite what it means. The Dacia's going to get a 5-grid penalty, place penalty, for an unauthorised U-turn at the Caracciolo carousel after the Logan spun and was left facing the traffic on the high side. And then they had a problem getting, the gearbox had seized for a moment and they had to crank it over and then get a point in the right direction. Dorian Boccolacci had a problem, didn't he, in the number 17 Dunlop Porsche. I wonder if that was what set the lights off later on after he clouted.
Good shout.
The barriers. It got very, very bad in the dark. Verstappen went out for a single lap on tiptoes, which was counted as a 68-minute lap. That wasn't all Max's time, of course, because it had been in the pits for a very long time. It was catching out the best of them, including Lucas Stoltz, as he had a bit of a spin. And then 677 BMW from memory went around. It was touch and go at one stage whether it might dry up, and the 4th place Rover BMW was going very nicely, but it never really got full dry. It was that greasiness that you get in the cold, and it was very cold. We could see our breath when we came back from dinner, and as night fell, so did the rain. It got worse and worse. We could still see the castle, only just, and it was fortune favouring the brave. The Grello car with Thomas Preining went out, and at that point there was still just a bit of a drying line, or drier line. When Matt Campbell went out in the same car, Peter, it was literally survival mode. And Matt was barely out of 2nd and 3rd gear.
He did well to bring it back, to be honest. It was not easy, was it? Certainly for an Australian who's not particularly used to driving in the rain so often. But one of the cars that all cars have got to come back. It's tricky conditions, and as you said today, this didn't really count for a lot this afternoon, other than this afternoon into this evening, other than data collection and that valuable bit of rotating the drivers through the cars that have all had the experience. But the risk-reward ratio extremely high. So at that point, Matt Campbell, I think he was using about 500 revs all the way around.
I think it was literally on tick over. The good news is that the Ford Mustang GT3 that had the engine problem when Chris Meese was out earlier on today, that car did make it back and did a couple of installation laps. And the number 900 BMW that was involved in the incident that has caused the retirement of the GT all-female team, that Black Falcon car, is brand new and is back. And that's it for today. Join us tomorrow, early doors, 9 o'clock. Bye-bye.